Hello guys, it's me again. So this is a review and haul video. A review on my marker storage and a haul video on what's inside the marker storage. So first is the review. So this is my marker storage solution. I built this myself with foam board. It's 5mm foam board. And I wanted the box to be 6x6 so I can put all my earth colors, because if I make it smaller, yeah, I have to split in two, but it gives a lot more spaces, so if I buy more markers I can just put them inside. And it's 6 bucks on 4. And to explain how to build this, actually it's gonna be really hard for me to explain in English, so I will just recommend you to go on the description under the video and click the link to go on the blog My Magnolia World by Jennifer, because she put a lot of more info on how to build this Copic storage instruction, and it's just explained and it's in inches and everything, so yeah, you will have a bit more information on how to build this. Just yeah, I think it's really handy, it's really precise. I don't use a lot of glue to build this, to just, it's holding very well, and you just can really customize it because you just made the size you want for the boxes. And yeah, and if you want more boxes, or if you want to split in 3 different separate things, and yeah, I will just probably someday make another one, but yeah, I don't have I don't have enough space to put this. But yeah, so this is my Copic storage, and it's really good, and I wanted to have this for a lot of years not years, but yeah, this is finally here. And I've got also my tripod, which is holding here, so when I put the camera it just comes down and I can film my drawings here. It's really nice. I love my setup. So yeah, and this is also a whole video. So what do I have inside this? I've got all the chows. I've got NeeKos, the touch markers here, touch markers. I've got trias, the old version trias. I've got Tombow markers, and I've got a lot of liners and yeah, with things. So first is the Copic. So I don't want to talk about a lot because a lot of people know what are Copics, but a lot of people just ask me how do I afford this. I told everyone the same thing. Yes, they are expensive markers, but they just totally worth it. If you want them, just spare money, or ask your friends, your parents, and just tell them, Mom, Dad, for Christmas, don't buy anything that's weird, or just can you buy me just some Copic markers? And for your birthday, just ask them, please, can I have just a lot more Copic markers? And I think it's not inappropriate to ask, if to ask that you want something that you will really love and you really use, because believe me, I can't live with that. But yeah, if you're working, you can afford them. If you are just still young and you can't work, just ask for your birthday and Christmas. Just ask for the same thing, and little by little you will have Copic markers. And yeah, so this is the Copic markers. If you don't have enough money, you can buy this one, which is the NeeKos by Deleter. It's a bit cheaper. It comes from Japan also, and you can buy them on the Deleter manga shop. It's the same as the Copic, brush nib and chisel nib. The only bad, well, not bad thing, but the difference is that the brush is a bit more soft and it's a bit harder to work with, but it's really pretty the same actually. And yeah, so I've got a lot of different things. I've got a lot of colors that I couldn't find in the chow collections, so it's really nice. Well, I've got also the touch marker, which is like the pro markers or the Copic classic marker, because it has this fine nib and the chisel nib. I use them to just color big areas, because yeah, it's just, but I don't really like it because they smell really bad and they are hard to open, and yeah, I don't really like them, but yeah, these are nice and just are cheaper than the other markers, and it comes from Korea. Yep. I've got also the old Trias, the old version, because the new version is just the worst product ever, because the new Trias have a brush nib, but the cap is not holding enough. And once I bought a new Trias to test them, and after 2 weeks it just completely dries out because the cap wasn't holding enough. So the new Trias are just removed from my mind. I will never buy them. So yeah, but the old Trias are working really well, and I've got them for like 5 years or 6 years. And what I like the most is that they are a really small. I can show you this. It's hard to open, but they have a really small nib here. You can see it. This is nice to make some outlines or something like this. They have also. Ew. Sorry. They have also this normal tip and this. So yeah, and they are really nice, and I really like them. So I used I've got a lot of colors here that are remaining from my high school study, but I don't have a lot. I just have this one here and some greens. But yeah, I also have my Triplus fine liner by Staedtler, which is kind of the same of the small nib of the Trias. It comes like this really fine nib. I use this for outlining if I want, and I've got 12 colors, but I kinda lost them. I just don't have everything here. For my black liner, I've got the Faber-Castell Kit marker. Now you can see it. And it's made of China black China ink, which is really nice. It's really waterproof and Copic proof. It's really cool. And I've got just the Copic multi-liner, which is really nice, but they kind of run out of ink, so that's why I buy the Faber-Castell. But they work really well, and what I like is that they're a really fine and small nib. It's like super small. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it, it's too small. But yeah, I really like this one. I've got also my new marker, which are the Tombow ABT, and which is actually water-based marker. It's really nice because it's have a brush nib like the Copic, and if you can see it like this, and you can just blend this with water, so it's really cool. And we'll probably make a drawing with this and make and show it to you. And I've got like, I think I've got 30 colors, and they sell, I think all the collection is like 96 colors, but you can't really, you don't need all the colors, because since it's water based, you just, if you want a lighter green, you just use water to blend it like you will normally do with watercolors. So that's why I just grab a medium color and a dark color and a light. I just grab 3 because you don't need like 10 blues or 10 greens, so that's why I make this collection. I think I've got 30 markers, and they are just really handy and the nice color. And the other side is just a small nib like this. So yeah. So the last thing, a lot of people ask me, what is the white pen you use to add a glimmer in the eye? So this is the pen. It's actually a Sakura gel pen. The name is in French. Sorry, I don't know if you can see it. It's written in white. It's called Souffle, SOUFFLA. Souffle. It's a French name. And this is I don't know if you can probably buy this in any graphic art store, Michael's or whatever. Just ask for a white gel pen, and once it dries, you can see it here. It's a little dots in white. you just need to put the gel paint and just wait until it dries, and don't touch it. If you touch it, it gets messy. If you don't touch it, it just stays white, and that's what I use. So yep, this is finished, and if you're still here, hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any more questions, just ask me, and don't forget to go on the website to see how to build this storage solution. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.